No one allows himself to be classified under the word Negro but the black man here in America. And very seldom is it ever applied to anybody but the black man here in America. When you ask a man his identity, he should use a word that connects him with a culture. If you ask him his nationality, it should connect him with a nation.
Over the past century, the standard term for our people has shifted from many titles: colored, Negro, and black. In order to truly understand what a Negro is, we have to look at its origins as well as the etymology of Negro.
I can't be a pessimist because I'm alive. To be a pessimist means that you have agreed that human life is an academic matter. So I'm forced to be an optimist. I'm forced to believe that we can survive whatever we must survive. But the Negro in this country, the future of the Negro in this country is precisely as bright or as dark as the future of the country. It is entirely up to the American people and our representatives. It is entirely up to the American people whether or not they're going to face and deal with and embrace this stranger whom they've maligned so long. What white people have to do is try to find out in their own hearts why it was necessary to have it in the first place. Because I'm not a nigger, I'm a man. But if you think I'm a nigger, it means you need it. The question you've got to ask yourself, the white population of this country has got to ask itself, north and south, because it's one country, and for a Negro, there is no difference in the north and the south. There's just a difference in the way they castrate you. But the fact of the castration is the American fact. If I'm not the nigger here, and you invented him, you, the white people, invented him, then you got to find out why.
In the 1550s, Negro was used for members of the black-skinned race of Africa. From Spanish or Portuguese, negro, meaning black. From Latin, negro, nominative, meaning relating to. Niger, meaning black. Dark, subtle, dusky. Applied to the night sky, storm, or complexion. As we can see, despite the negative connotations, Negro simply means black. Because of its association with white opposed attitudes and racist connotations of the word, which was soon replaced in the late 1960s by black, which is essentially the same word but English. The British slave colonies of North America along the Atlantic coast, many people of American ancestry were at times classified as black, Negroes, mulattoes, or people of color. The indigenous Americans were commonly called Negroes, and this is seen by the Portuguese usage of the word. During the colonial period, Brazilian Indians were repeatedly referred to as Negros or Negros de Terra, Negroes of the land. This is significant for the reason that the so-called American slaves were commonly referred to as Negroes in early shipment records. This affected analysis of population statistics in colonial Brazil. In addition, the word Negro became synonymous with slave. Negro, losing all reference to color, became negative, making darker-skinned people preferring to be called preto, black, as a result. In North American colonies, Negro was used in a general sense. In 1670, the population of the Virginia colony was said to be 40,000, and that there were 2,000 black slaves. Evidence proved that there could not have been many Africans in Virginia during this time, and also that there were a number of American slaves or servants, meaning the total of black slaves had to include a good many American Indians.
What can you tell me about the relationship between the Cherokee Indians and the African people?
Hi, thank you, darling. Between the African, we have no qualms. I'll tell you this, and I'd like you young people to understand it. The Africans will always be the Africans. They've got their own country. They was born in Africa. Africa is their country. You're a Negro, what the white man gave you that name, and that's what you are. The Africans have nothing to do with the Negroes in the United States. They walk away in a minute and say, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm whatever, and I'm African, and I'm black, and I've got my own country. So that's it. I do not deny my relationship. I'll be an Indian until I die.